I was really looking forward to Submarine because I love films set underwater, because for me that is a huge fear. I don't like being near water, I don't like being in water, so it's generally quite easy to make me feel a little tense and a little uneasy when it comes to water-based films. Having now watched the 2026 Submarine, I can confirm that it really wasn't that great, and there are specific reasons why it didn't work for me. There are aspects that are done well, but personally, I just don't think it worked very well. This was released, of course, in 2016. It's directed by McCall, written by C.M. Wright, with a cast including Cici Clarke, Matt Lewis, and various others. And the premise is quite straightforward. A submarine is stuck deep underwater, oxygen is running out. Help. For me, that is anxiety-inducing, as I imagine it would be for most people. It's a very straightforward concept, it's a race against the clock, and I felt not very much, and there are a couple of reasons why I don't think it worked well. I didn't really get the sense of urgency from the characters. Now, I'm assuming the characters in a submarine have gone through a lot of training. They're not just going to start absolutely losing it, but I never really felt like there was a threat. I never felt like there was a danger from the way the characters were responding. I feel like there is far too much communication done over the screens. They're communicating with people via digital screen, and while it could be realistic, I don't know if that's the case, I'm assuming it is, it kept pulling me away from the main narrative. Also, having that communication, while is important every now and then so we can get an update on the danger, it makes it seem like there's too much communication and that there's not a real danger, because if they're still in touch with people, what's the big harm? If they still have digital connection, what's the real danger? We also have not great lighting. Obviously, it was never going to be that bright, but I find that it's really difficult to see inside the submarine, so it's really difficult to get a sense of what the environment looks like, so it's difficult, therefore, to feel like I'm there, to feel immersed in the experience, because I can't see where they are very clearly. And yes, it's underwater, but there are many underwater films where it's not that difficult to get a sense of the space, and I think they could have done a much stronger job there. Good use of sound. The performances are okay. The characters are fine. I didn't dislike anybody, so no issues there. I just think the characters were far too calm. Again, I assume they're professionals. I assume they're not going to completely lose their minds, at least immediately. But I was expecting more of a sense of urgency, and it just never delivered. So unfortunately, Submarine, while being a great concept, for me at least, there were just too many aspects that didn't deliver. I never felt any threat, any danger. I never felt any anxiety. And as I said, this is probably my biggest fear. One of my biggest fears. It's an irrational fear because I'm never around water, so it's unlikely to ever happen. Fingers crossed. But the point there is that it's very easy to make me scared in this kind of environment, and that's why I love watching these films, because it's controlled fear. And I felt basically nothing. So it could have been great, but unfortunately, Submarine was just quite disappointing.